So question number 4 comes in from Kerry. Hi there, Kerry. Thank you for your question and for being part of our amazing WiggyWam community. Uh, Kerry asks, what are the benefits of the current market for a first-time buyer, if any? Okay, Kerry, well, nice and short and sweet, that one. Wonderful. From a point of view of being a first-time buyer in the market at the moment, Kerry, I think the main benefit probably comes down to two things, okay? One is more availability of choice than there has been perhaps in the last couple of years, because more properties will begin to come on the market than ever before. And as a consequence, you've got a wider choice if you're prepared to sort of sit and wait for a little bit than you would have had in the last 2 years, when people were getting desperate for a property and they felt that they were never going to be able to buy anything unless they overpaid. So you're going to have more choice. And as a consequence of more choice and a slower market, which I believe will be the case in 2023, you'll also be able to buy better. Okay, so rather than being forced into a position where you've got to pay over the asking price or whatever else it might be, the price is escalating away from you. Actually, the price can be set by your parameters, which is, do you know what? I'm one of only one other buyer in the marketplace. This is where the property works for me. This is what I'm prepared to offer. And then you can make an offer which is sensible and, more importantly, affordable. Now, what I think is going to happen for a few people is that there's going to be a number of difficulties in raising finance to buy a property. Okay. And that will obviously affect how much properties sell for. And this is one of the biggest things that I don't think people are necessarily prepared for in the current marketplace, is that what will probably happen, if you want my prediction over the course of the next 6 to 12 months, there's going to be a lag in the market. And what will happen over the course of the next 3 months, shall we say, as we head towards the spring market, the people that have put their house on the market recently will likely be reflecting on the fact that this is a lull. Okay, this is a lull in the market. The market's got a little bit overexcited. There's actually a great scene in The Big Short. It's, there's a real realtor. She's driving people around to look at properties, and she says, "Oh, the market's in a little bit of a gully right now." Okay, and this is not to offend estate agents in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, estate agents, their job is to get the best possible price for a property on behalf of their clients. But the key point here is, when the market enters this little bit of a lull, sellers will sit on their hands in the expectation that a buyer will show up. Okay. And what it requires is, unfortunately, and I'm going to be very frank here, Kerry, what it requires for a lot of sellers is to go through that period of nobody showing up for a viewing, or very few people showing up for a viewing, and then no offers coming in, or lower offers than their asking price being tabled. And that causes a seller to think, because the psychology of most sellers is they put the property up for sale. They're expecting it to sell overnight. They're expecting it to sell for more than it's on the market for in some cases, but they're certainly expecting it to sell quickly. And when it doesn't, that's when the pain starts to set in, and they start to change their thinking. Okay, so what's wrong? What's going on? Why is this property not selling? And it requires that lack of momentum, lack of interest, lack of offers on the table, in order for the seller's thinking to start changing, in order for them to go, actually, we might need to reduce the price. And they'll have conversations with their estate agent, and their estate agent will say, yeah, well, we tried it at this level. It didn't work. We haven't got the interest. Let's drop it by 10,000, 15,000, whatever it might be. And of course, the biggest thing to bear in mind, Kerry, as a first-time buyer, is the lower the purchase price that you can pay for that property, the lower your commitment to a 25-year plus mortgage on that property. Okay, so if you were lucky and you got a property £50,000 less than it was on the market for, or £50,000 less than what it's worth in some cases, as property investors are fairly used to doing, just think about the difference that makes in terms of the amount that you have to borrow to buy that property. Okay, it's huge, and it makes a massive difference to what you're committing to in terms of taking on a 25-year mortgage and then making payments on that every single month, because actually you're reducing down the amount of debt you're taking on in the first place. You're reducing the amount of your monthly payment, and that can put you in a really strong position financially, okay, over the long term. So that's where I would get quite excited if I was in your position, Kerry, as a first-time buyer going to the marketplace. you're going to have more choice. You're going to be able to buy better. So probably either a better quality property than you perhaps would have been able to afford, or paying less for that same property now than you probably would have done 2 years ago. Okay, or certainly 12 months ago. So there's going to be a lot more choice, better deals, and if you're patient, I think you could be looking onto the right property, one perhaps that you didn't think you might be able to afford, because you waited around and you're in a good position to buy. And this is all predicated on the fact, of course, that we don't end up in another credit crunch situation, which could see prices drop drastically. And the one question mark, of course, there is a lot of funny business going on in the banking industry right now. If a bank falls over, then very quickly we could end up in another credit crunch situation where the market virtually stops overnight. And I hope that doesn't happen. Obviously, of course, I don't want people to lose value on the properties that they've got, but we also have to face facts that look at how unaffordable things are becoming. Inflation is running away. We've got people striking across the country because they can't afford to buy food. We've got an increase in food banks and all the rest of it. So times are tough for people right now. We have to face that reality. And that unfortunately means over the short to medium term, prices have to come down in order to meet affordability because wages aren't going up. Okay, so hope that answers the question well for you, Kerry. Obviously, if there's anything else we can do from our side to help you out, then please just let me know. But I wish you all the best of luck with that, and have a great Christmas as well. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that draws our webinar to a close today. Thank you so much again for all of your questions and for joining in and for your incredible support over the course of the last, well, I suppose 90 days or so that we've been running these webinars. It's really wonderful to be able to sort of share some help and support and advice to various different people and help you along with your property journey, because I know how daunting and complicated it can seem when you're first started getting into property. And I remember one of the most humbling experiences for me was, I think it was 2006, when I'd spent a number of years in the property industry as an estate agent and also trained to become a surveyor. And I went to my very first property investment education seminar, right? And I was like, yeah, it's dead easy to make money in property, right? This is all you need to do: buy it, do it up and sell it. And I got introduced to this entirely different world of not only just personal development education, but also different strategies, techniques, and tools that you can use to build a property portfolio that nobody had ever showed me before. And I was like, oh my goodness. And that was, as I say, one of the start of my journey to realizing how much I don't know as an individual. And yeah, it's been really interesting to change my life since 2006 to become more widely read and more studying of realizing that I don't know virtually anything as far as this world is concerned. There is so much to learn, so much to understand, so much to get our heads around. But that, as I say, has led me on this journey of learning a huge amount of stuff, which I'm now able to share with as many people as possible through these webinars and through these questions that we send out every week to people. And so I greatly appreciate every single one of you for being part of our WiggyWam community, for submitting your questions each week, for taking the time to watch our webinars, and also to share these questions and these webinars with your friends and family. It really does help us to reach more and more people. There's some incredibly exciting things coming in 2023 as far as WiggyWam is concerned. So I hope you'll join us on that journey. Please do submit your questions. We are going to continue running these webinars throughout. We're going to do one between Christmas and New Year, and then we're going to launch into 2023 with a lot more on the webinar content side of things. So any questions, concerns, comments that you have, please send them through to us. Happy to help at wiggywam.co.uk. That's happy to help at wiggywam.co.uk. You can also submit information to us via our website, which is wiggywam.co.uk. That's wiggywam.co.uk. Or you can find us on Twitter, which is at wiggywam_UK, at wiggywam_UK. And again, submit any questions, comments, feedback to that. Feel free to consider sharing this with your friends and family so that we can expand our reach and reach more people. And if there's anything that we can do to help you with your property journey, please do let me know. Final mention to our £50,000 Christmas giveaway. If you want to take part in that, just shoot me an email. Happy to help at wiggywam.co.uk with the subject line Christmas giveaway. That's happy to help at wiggywam.co.uk with the subject line Christmas giveaway. And I would look forward to welcoming you into our 12-week roadmap journey in the new year, which will help you get at least 20% additional revenue in your business or build you up to be a superstar player if you're an individual working for a company and you want to take part in that as well. So we're doing our bit to try and help you guys and girls. Wishing you all the very best for Christmas, whatever it is you decide to do. Hope you have an amazing time. Hope it is the Christmas that you want, and it's a nice time to reflect and take some time for you, and just reflect on the year that's gone and the one that's coming, and may it bring you all that you wish for yourself and others. All right, looking forward to it, guys and girls. Thank you so much indeed. Have a lovely Christmas and New Year, and I will see you very soon. You take care. Bye bye.